mostly Paris that people credit with fashion trends, but the latest saucy looks come from New York. Lingerie is now coming out of the bedroom and onto the street. Madonna first bared this brazen look with music videos, then in public at the Cannes Music Festival. Now, even high fashion is unlayering pieces, with designers like Gianni Versace dazzling us with beaded and jeweled bras as outerwear. Paris designers also raided the boudoir with Chanel's spicy bodysuits, Lacroix's lacy dresses, and Saint Laurent's couture slip. This innerwear as outerwear look is now flying off the racks in lingerie departments as the newest and at times most affordable fashion trend. But in Hollywood, California, the look is not new. The late Frederick Millinger began cashing in on these garments more than 4 decades ago. Today, the Fredericks of Hollywood company is worldwide, with 190 stores bearing his name, the most famous being the original on Hollywood Boulevard. Well known for selling seductive and sometimes scandalous outfits, the store attracts a wide variety of customers. Over the years, Fredericks has invented and perfected many garments that women may take for granted, including the ever-popular bustier. In 1989, Fredericks even opened the first lingerie museum at its Hollywood store.
We have a bustier from Madonna, we have a bra from Cher, we have a peignoir from Mae West's personal collection. Tony Curtis gave us a bra from Some Like It Hot. We find that the Lingerie Museum is a big draw for tourists. The Lingerie Museum is fun. You know, I haven't seen anyone who's over 40 go past the exhibit of the circle stitch bras, the ones that came to a point, without giggling.
And that's By Design. Tonight's By Design takes us to New York and the trends shaping up for spring '92.
New York's 7th Avenue style makers are offering a variety of fashions this spring. Can-Can girls and ballerinas inspire Betsy Johnson. Calvin Klein lightens up his simple shapes with soft colors in fluid georgettes, and he also lengthens his looks. The Baron of Bold, Bill Blass belts out big checks and bolts of color, even jolting them asymmetrically. Liz Claiborne turns out just as bright and could send some women to the office in suits with Bermuda shorts. The frill of it all, flounces and ruffles are in. Oscar de la Renta ruffles it up for day and night, and he continues his Spanish serenade with fine feathered friends. Adrian Vittadini loves Latino as well, with flounced shirts and skirts. No mood to mambo? Then Isaac Mizrahi's do-si-do skirts and studded leather are a must. Nautical looks return with a vengeance, especially at Ralph Lauren. Lace is in too, a little or a lot, even head to toe at Anne Klein. And it's with lace that Donna Karan softens her version of the menswear look. She also widens pants and sculpts a new shirt jacket. The sculptor supreme, Jeffrey Bean molds sarongs to the body in polka dots and sheer chiffon.
Versatility is the key message this season, whether it's Donna Karan's shirts as jackets, Carmelo Pomodoro's aprons as evening dresses, or even his bathing suits as tops.
Here's a closer look at all the other trends shaping up for spring. And that's By Design.
Tonight's By Design takes us across the Atlantic to Europe and the fashions of 6 top style makers.
With the details, here's CFDO's Sander Neal.
In Paris, Karl Lagerfeld for Chanel takes a trip through the enchanted forest. Transparent fabrics are his sexy new way of showing longer lengths. But longer lengths still leave room for legs to peek through. Menswear-inspired looks appear here as well, a strong trend this season. The classic Chanel suit is revitalized in terry cloth fabrics. Gianfranco Ferre for Christian Dior removes himself from the hemline debate by offering crisply tailored pants as a strong alternative to skirts. For evening, gowns are long, and he goes dotty for polka dots, the pattern of choice for Dior this season. Jean-Paul Gaultier shows more of his signature lingerie and corset looks. He continues to attract high-profile celebrities to his shows, which are always funky and fun. Christian Lacroix maintains the color and extravagance for which he is known. But he shows a collection this season that is slightly tamer and more saleable. His dynamic patterns are executed with simple styling. Emmanuel Ungaro shows a vibrant and eclectic mix of patterns and colors. Prints remain as the staple of his collection for both day and night. Flowers and big hats are everywhere, including hats that look like flowers. Valentino's look is very feminine, replete with ruffles, lacy lingerie, and floral prints. His use of overskirts allows him to show two different lengths of the same outfit. His pants are cropped and cuffed, while cardigans replace jackets for day. He brightens the twilight hour with vibrant hues. Yves Saint Laurent also shows bright colors this season. His floral print dresses are inset with lacy lingerie for a pretty, feminine look. Like Dior, he makes a strong statement with pants, which constitutes almost half of his collection. The shape of things to come this season from Paris. And that's by design.
Well, the fashions we see on the runways of Paris, New York, or Milan look wonderful on the models, but it seems they aren't worn very often by the general public.
Tonight on By Design, CFTO's Sandra Neal takes a look at a fashion house that is determined to create clothing women can wear.
On the catwalks, they've shown chains as skirts, teacups as hats, leather bomber jackets with taffeta ball gowns, and a bodysuit, literally. But who wears these clothes?
Fashion shows orchestrated by Anne Klein and Company cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, involving top models like Christy Turlington and Cindy Crawford. Yet, how many women can actually wear these second skin silhouettes? Some fashion houses want to find out by listening to their customers.
While companies spend millions on market research surveys, in the U.S., Anne Klein and Company have chosen to meet their customers by phone. They've set up a 1-800 hotline called At Your Service. The hotline gathers feedback from customers about how they want the label designed. So far, Anne Klein designers have learned to loosen waists, that this jacket is too fitted, and that women want longer hemlines. Now, this doesn't mean that longer, fuller looks will hit the runways, but chances are what you see on the clothing racks carrying Anne Klein will be what you asked for. Sandra Neal, CFTO News.
This is CFTO TV in stereo. Channel 9 in Toronto, Cable 8.
New looks from Anne Klein. What's between the covers at the Village Bookstore? And upscaling resale clothing for women. Plus, much more.
While supermodels Cindy Crawford, Christy Turlington, and Linda Evangelista look wonderful wearing any designer label, not many of us can wear those body-hugging fashions. Today on By Design, we take a look at a fashion house that is determined to create clothing that most of us will want to wear. Paris, they've shown chains as skirts, teacups as hats, bomber jackets with ball gowns, and a bodysuit, literally. But who wears these clothes? Some fashion houses want to find out and are listening to what women want to wear. While companies spend millions on market research, in the U.S., Anne Klein, too, has chosen to set up 1-800 hotlines called At Your Service, where customers can phone to ask questions and give comments. At Your Service nets 2,000 calls a week, but the hotline is not just a release for customers, it serves as research. Feedback from clients has actually changed the shape of some separates. Anne Klein, too, has been told to loosen waists, that this jacket is too fitted, and that women want longer hemlines. While looser jackets and longer skirts may not replace those body-hugging silhouettes on the catwalks, chances are what you see in the stores under the Anne Klein 2 label will be what you asked for. New York's Oscar de la Renta presents a Caribbean theme for Spring '92, complete with turbans and planters hats. Let's have a look at today's by design. Daywear includes suits with just a few inches of madras plaid skirts showing beneath long, solid jackets. Longer lengths also look smart for daytime, especially white shirt dresses with big patch pockets and narrow skirts with buttons up the front. Colors range from no color at all, white and crisp linen, to sea green and blue madras. The looks for evening are ruffled, feathered, and bejeweled in bright tropical colors. Ruffles help the eye adjust to the many asymmetrical hemlines, which tend to be short in the front and longer in the back. Following the success of his tartans last season, he shows madras plaids this season. Peasant blouses are worn with long skirts in patchworks of plaid. Sequins add a brilliant touch. The best of the season from New York's Oscar de la Renta. Adrienne Vittadini travels the high seas for her Spring '92 collection and starts off with crisp, clean nautical looks. With the details, here's By Design. Short belted trench coats are Vittadini's version of this season's popular pea coat. Solid pastel knits with a hint of metallic make a strong statement for day and are shown in the usual Vittadini style, over short lycra minis or full pants, teamed either with anoraks, blazers, or cardigan sweaters. A tropical influence is noted with brightly flowered bustier dresses. Her skirts are paired with a bright plaid vest or a jacket. Black and white are matched up in lycra t-shirts with contrasting dots and stripes. Jackets are shown over pencil slim pants and skirts. Her travels end up in Mexico with bright colors paired with white and black rumba-style skirts, complete with petticoats. A new look from New York's Adrienne Vittadini.